Hey, how are you, everyone? How are you today? Hello, Eileen. Hello, Jati. Hello, Sina. Hey, Tokayo. How you doing? Doing fine? Good, good, good. Let's give it a minute. Let's give it a minute here. See if more people can join. Hello, Salman. Let's see if more people can join. Today was kind of a boring day, right? If you were following the price action, it was not a very interesting day. Uh, But if you were planning ahead, if you had your own thesis and you were following your plans, it might be a good day. So today, actually, I would like to talk about what I did on AMD. So, not sure if you all are on the Scarface Discord, but yesterday and on the aftermarket hours, I was sharing a chart with the AMD earnings after AMD earnings report, and we had a super bearish candle. And it's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious because the past weeks or months, AMD has been skyrocketing. So on the earnings report, even when I was reading the earnings report, and for being honest, they were good. They were good. So they were good. So I don't know. Like I mean, I just think that many investors are just taking profits, right? They were taking profits today after a huge run the past weeks or months. So yeah, I just think that this was just kind of expected. A lot of people taking profits today, and well, that's exactly what we took advantage. So Eileen, you were hearing my voice on my head, on your head. Don't trade Apple. Well, it's not don't trade Apple. It's don't trust Apple. Don't trust Apple. I mean, if you want to trade Apple, that's fine. It's just I don't trust Apple. Sometimes, like today, it offered a few good opportunities. You will see. This is actually that's exactly the chart that I have on my screen. Hello, Sven. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I'm always watching Apple because it's kind of a like a defensive. Well, it's not defensive, but I mean, many people, many investors, when they want to keep their money safe, for saying, they go and take their money to Apple. It's just like it's this trust that is not doing too much on a day or maybe a week. So good. Hey, Coach Obist, you took a bit out of the apple. That's nice. That's nice. It was your plan, or you were following. You were following Jack, or it was your plan in the morning, and you just followed your own levels and everything. All right, guys. Your plan following Jack. All right. Good. 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 Yeah, like I know, and I can imagine what you were doing, Eileen. Like you were not trusting your levels, you were not trusting that play, so you enter late and you were trying to trim earlier because you didn't trust that trade. So and remember, guys, I mean, if you are if you are not comfortable or 100%, I mean, you can never be 100% sure, right? But if you are not trusting your setup because you don't trust the name, you don't trust that setup, or you just, I mean, your spidey senses say something. I mean, trust yourself, right? Trust yourself. Um, I take the trade if I completely understand Jack's thesis. Yeah, that's fine. Declan, I felt like the first entry didn't have enough displacement and the next entry was overextended. I had the correct thesis but wanted more displacement. I feel like I'm missing something. No. Actually, that's exactly what happened, Declan. So today there were a few good things about the Apple trade. All right. So let's deep dive into the Apple trade. So there were a few. Let me just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna Apple. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So first here we have this 208.15, and let me show you what this 208.15 is. This is a key level on the daily chart. Multiple touches on the daily chart. This is actually the 4-hour chart, but look how many touches around this key level here. It was a huge, well, if we go to the daily, look at this. It was a huge pivot low right here, huge pivot low right here. And then we have a lot of touches to this level. Look at this, 208.15, 208.15. So it is this key level right here, this key level right here. So that was what I was watching this morning. So I was watching this break, displacement and retest of this 208.15. And look at this. That's what I was telling on the Discord. Like, hey guys, I mean, orange levels work today nicely. If you know, you know. So orange levels are multiple touches on the daily chart. And for Apple, it was this, right? It was this break, small displacement. I know this is not huge displacement, but look at the reaction right here. Look at this candle right here. It came back, retested, aggressive buying here. So I will open my position on the next candle above the body of this retesting candle. So if you open your position here, and I think this is what Jack was doing, if you guys can confirm that this was the candle where Jack entered. Sina, the Apple trade was too soon for you. Yeah, 940. Yeah, I know. Boyd, hi Neto, could you talk about scaling? I will. I catch Tesla, but after I sold, it went sky high. Also Palantir, yes, we will talk. Actually, you will see my chart on Palantir. It's gonna kind of answer your question very nicely. Ayman, you took Amazon. I'll go to Amazon in a few minutes. Decline, it seems like more of a breakout trade than a retest to me. 5-minute opening. Wait. 934. Oh, 934. So so Jack took this 207.88. Well, it's very similar level, right? It's a very similar level. It was just as you guys are saying, this is just too early for me. Actually, this one is too early for me. 940 on Apple after when it was Apple earnings, well, a few days ago. But so this was just too early for me. But I understand what they were trying to do here. So we had this break, displacement, and retest of this 208.15. This is multiple touches on the daily chart. So you open your position here. Your stop loss is at the bottom of this retesting candle, and you should be aiming. Well, you can do this in different ways, right? I mean, if you are aiming to 10, this was a 1 to 2.4 risk reward ratio trade. That it's very decent. But look at the price action right here. Look at the price action right here. It's actually respecting this 209.50. So this is saying, okay, well, I'm just consolidating, digesting this move, and let's wait for the next leg to the upside. So if you were waiting again for the next round number, it's 211. Look at this right here. It was a 124.1 risk reward ratio trade. And if you were actually waiting for 212, look at this. This was a 126 risk reward ratio trade. And I think that's what the boys had this morning, right? Not sure if they were following all the way to 215, but if they did, they were, they were just following market structure, right? Because this thing is just saying it wants to keep going higher. So, all right. So this was the first entry that I was watching here. For being honest, that's kind of like just as you said, this is an early entry because it was very early in the morning. But after this pre-market move, and then the first 2-3 candles, this was showing a lot of relative strength, right? A lot of relative strength. Look at this. If you can take a look to the other names, I think Apple was the only name that was moving with this strong momentum. So this was very nice. So after this move, you just need to be following the order blocks, right? So you draw your order block here. This was the first the first order block on this high of the day. So you are just or even like here, right? Something like this. So you are just following this break, this placement and retest of this order block here, and then you just wait for price to continue to the upside. So on the next candle that actually buys this pullback, you just ride the market structure. And look at this. I mean, after reclaiming this 212.50, it went all the way to 215 or almost to 215, right? I mean, did it get it? Yeah, it actually got it. It actually got it. So yeah, so I think, in my opinion, these were the only two good opportunities to enter. I understand what Jack did right here on this 934 candle. Too aggressive for my playbook, but just as I said, I mean, they were watching this pre-market move and then this strong open, so he was just waiting for some pullback and buyers aggressively stepping in, as they did right here. So this was an amazing trade. Let me go to the chat, guys. Give me 1 second. It seems like more of a breakout trade. Kind of, yeah, like this candle here, this 934, yes, but this break and retest of this key level here, this 208.15, it was more like a break and retest, right? Ayman, there is a Discord group. Yes, there is a Discord group. Most of the people on this community, Ayman, they belong to the Scarface Trades community. I will send you, if you can please send me a message here on the YouTube, on any of the YouTube videos, or on the channel description. There's my email, so I can send you a link for the Discord group if you want to join. It's a very nice community. We have some education there, very nice, but you can live trade with our coaches, and I share my trading thesis and my trading ideas there. I don't live trade, but I'm always sharing with the group. So if you want to join, that's a very nice group to join. Tokayo 934, yeah, okay, they took the media retest. Yeah, and just as they said, I mean, it's actually not a retest, it's more like a breakout, but I understand the breakout exactly on that level. Renato, you took the media retest of that 5 minute, like here, around here. Yeah, good one. I mean, with this strong momentum, Yeah, the just holding this 20780 something. Yeah, holding this key level was your signal. Good job there. Uh, Sven, yeah, Scarface Trace Discord. Eileen, Trader's Love. Declan, does relative strength make up for the lack of displacement? Uh, that's kind of a tricky question, Declan. I mean, it's not a tricky question. It's just like I think the right answer is it depends, and that's not an answer, right? I mean, it depends because you need. I mean, maybe for this Apple trade, it it is. I mean, the this relative strength makes up for the for the displacement, but it doesn't work. I mean, in trading, never there's not such a thing that works all the time. So just as I said, very often it's in trading, nothing works all the time and everything works sometimes, right? So today it actually worked, but I mean, I wouldn't take that as a rule, right? I mean, yes, it has a lot of momentum this morning, uh, but I don't know. I mean, the thing is that I don't trade Apple, so I'm not sure if by this level here, some people will consider this as an overextended, or at least for the day. So I don't know. Like that's why I'm saying like my answer will be it depends, and I know that's not a good answer, but yeah. Um, okay, Jason, you missed the Apple trade. Is it good displacement? I think this one here is not as good displacement, but this second entry it is. Uh, DC, you woke up at 10:30, so I missed everything. For being honest, you didn't miss too much, so don't worry, don't worry. Um, Renato, too late, but it's a good Kool-Aid. Don't worry, don't worry. All right. Coach, do you the indicators work on the free version of TradingView? Yes, they do. Yes they do. Just make sure that on the free version there's a limit on how many tools you can use on your chart. So just make sure that I mean you don't have too many tools on that chart. Right? Okay, guys. Let's go to what I did today. It was AMD. AMD offered two great opportunities today. The first one is the one that I took. The first one is the one that I took. I took this. I know this doesn't look like a break and retest, but I just want to show you this, right? I mean, this is the today's opening price. Well, let me show you. Let me show you here. So AMD had earnings yesterday. AMD had earnings yesterday, and they had this huge gap down. Huge gap down, all right? So because of this gap down, I was expecting a lot of weakness today. So let's see the 15 minute. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. This is the 15-minute chart. Look at this. So we had this huge candle after the earnings report. So it went all the way up to 179.50 and ended the day at 163. Wow, 10% on this candle on the after, a 10% range in the after hours. All right. So because we open right here, and I want to show you this. I was drawing this white box here because it was like a gap on the last month. It was a gap here. It was a pivot low right here. So this area here was very important for me. This area here was very important for me. And as you can see, it was rejecting on the pre-market. It was rejecting on the pre-market. So for me, this was super bearish. I was super short bias for today on AMD. If you are on the Discord, on the Scarface Discord community, I actually share that today I will be looking for this move. So I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. For some reason, my people, my team, even when they know that I have this call every day, they keep calling me at this time. Well, I'm sorry about that. So so I was looking for weakness today. So after this first candle, try to reclaim, failed. So this is kind of a gap and go, right? So this is kind of a gap and go. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I don't know how to. Right there. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So I was waiting for. I was looking for weakness here. So after this failed to come into this gap, I was looking for like this gap and go, right? Like this gap down and go. So we had this retest of the opening price, and look how much was this price struggling with this opening price. So this is these times when you say like, okay, well, it's not like I know where the price wants to go, but I now can understand where it doesn't want to go, right? So I know it sounds funny, but they are two different things, right? So here price, I'm not saying that it was super clear that price wanted to go lower, but it's super clear that price didn't want to go higher. So I know they are similar things, but they are different things. All right. So after this failed to reclaim the opening price, I was, I was watching the context. So the both indices were pushing higher. AMD was staying super heavy. So I like this. So I entered on this retesting candle right here. It was 10 in the morning. So I waited for the 10 in the morning candle. So once we close this candle here, I enter into my position. I enter like 10:00 and 40 seconds. I entered on this candle 10 in the morning. And I was expecting first to revisit this 162.04. That's a multiple touches key level on the daily chart. Let's take the daily chart. Look at this. 162.04, 162.04. So this is a multiple touches on the key level on the daily chart. And also this was, where is the daily 20 SMA? 163. Yeah. So and also we were kind of close. Give me 1 second. No, 162. All right. So we were kind of close of this 162. The daily 20 SMA was around here. So I was like, okay, well, I think this is going at least to this 162. We will have some kind of sort of reaction right here. But if we break 162, this is going way lower. Why? Because my daily 20 SMA was around here, 162. So the break of that key level, it's very significant, right? So as you can see here, I mean, it's kind of trying to defend it. So I enter into my position here. My stop loss was at the top of these candles here, the 160, 165.25 or something like that. And my first target was this 162. So my first target here, it was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. But look at this. I mean, we had no reaction here. We had no reaction here. So I started moving my targets, right? So I started with this pre-market low, and then I moved my targets to 161. And look, still no reaction here. Still look, no reaction here. And then we had our first pullback. I actually sold half of my position around here. It was like a super trade right here. It was like 50% or something like that. So for me today, it was a free trade right here. But I was riding most of my position all the way to this 158.65. This 158.65, it's another multiple touches key level on the daily chart. Look at this. Multiple touches right here. So I was waiting for this 158.65. So right here, I unload, like I was like 50% with my position here. I unload like 40%, and I closed my position, I think, on this candle here, 11.15. So that was a super nice trade. And the thing is that because here it was like kind of a free trade, I also got another trade that I'm gonna show you in a minute. So just for you to know, so these, look at these guys. This is well, this is not the retest, or this is not a super clean retest of this pre-market low. But if you were drawing this order block right here, this is a nice break and retest of this order block here. And you had this second entry to the downside. And look at this. This was way heavier than the indices. So here the relative weakness was the key for this trade. And let me go to the chat. DC only 2 indicators on the free version. Well, that's one thing about this tool. It's this tool has a lot of different things on the same tool. So you will have a lot of levels, and I mean you will have a lot of things on just one tool, so you can still add another one. Hello, Anne. I use Webull. I'm based in Texas. So I use Webull for Americans, or for people based on the United States. We have several good brokers available. I use Webull for my day trading. I use Thinkorswim for my swings, and I use Schwab for my long-term portfolio. That's what I use. Did you did bar by bar? I didn't. I was super thoughtful of my key levels. So 50% around here, 40% around here, and 10% like here, 11.15, 11.14, 11.15. This was the change of character right here. So my last 10%, right here, I think I had like 120% on this move. 130% on this move. So like I was just holding 10%. So right here I closed my position, and this is, as you can see, this was actually the reversal. So I was trusting a lot on my level. So I feel very comfortable trading AMD. That's one of the names that I trade the most for the past, I don't know, like 18 months. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel way more comfortable trading AMD to the short side. However, I have a lot of trust on my levels for AMD, so that's why I was trusting this move. I was not cutting here at low of the day. I was holding for this 162. So 50% right here, 40% right here, and 10% right here, 11.14 on the change of character. So that was my trade here on AMD. I hope that my idea yesterday helped anyone here, because this, guys, was free money. I mean, this was free money for sure. And it was super easy because you had the idea since yesterday, so you can actually prepare for this. So all right, so let's go to the next one. Amazon, or anyone took AMD today? I just want to know if that idea actually resonated in someone. Anyone took AMD today? $9.46. Hey Melly, how are you? What did you do, Melly? I mean, what candle you take, and what was your stop loss and your targets? Boyd wanna take 162, miss it. Yeah, it never. Yeah, it never. It never did anything here. Tokayo 946, 946 here. You try to anticipate this move. Yeah, because this is not. I mean, this is not clear. This is not clear. You try to anticipate this move. Yeah, that's what happened. Melly, pre-market low retest around here, near that level. All right, sounds good. All right, guys. So let's move. Apple seemed to be a better setup for me. Yeah, and it was actually moving kind of the same way than the indices, at least at the very beginning of the session. Yeah, so if you were following the direction of the indices, yeah, the Apple looked better. If you were following relative strength or relative weakness, I think this was the best play. I think this was the best play because it was kind of an earnings play. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. So that's actually what I say every day, right? Like, I mean, you need to have clear how are you choosing your names, right? I mean, if you are choosing the names that are following the indices, or if you are choosing the names showing relative strength or relative weakness. So whatever is what you do, I mean, whatever your edge is telling you, the information of your journal is telling you, so that's the one that you should be trying, right? Okay, so this was the Amazon trade. As you can see, it kind of consolidated at the beginning. Amazon was kind of slow the previous days. Let me go here. Amazon was kind of slow while everything was rallying. Amazon didn't get the memo, and it was actually dropping. I think we had a good rally on Monday, and Amazon was dropping, but it has been holding here. Do you remember, guys, that we have been saying that this white box? Let me go to the 1 hour chart. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on with my... Okay. All right. So do you remember this white box here? So this is a zone that I told you the past weeks and months. Don't trust this zone. I mean, wait for the break of this zone. It's between 218 and 214. So wait for going out of this zone, right? So anyways, I mean, I just think that this zone, it's too crowded. There's a lot of insider buyers and sellers. Well, there's a lot of insider sellers right here at 215. So that's why I don't trust these levels here. But anyways, I mean, we had a strong, we had a consolidation. And then we had a strong reclaim of this 215. Look at this. This is the 215 right here. We created an order block right here at the 1 minute order block right here. So with this break, nice displacement and retest on this order block here, 215 key level, I will open my position right here on the next candle. My risk will be the bottom of this retesting candle, 214.88, and my first target will be previous day high. Previous day high was 216.30. Look at here. No reaction right here. No reaction right here. So this move to previous day high was a 1 to 2.6 risk reward rate to trade. But look at this. Nothing happened here. So what if we pull this to 217? Right? 217. Look at this. I mean, some shy down closing candles. So what I will be doing here for managing a trade right here, it's I will unload something here, but after watching this lack of reaction on previous day high and how strong it's going higher, I will be kind of aggressive waiting for the actual external liquidity levels to reach. So I will, trim my position all the way to 217.44. It's 217.44 and 217.50. It's kind of the same thing, and that's a strike number, psych number. So I will be cutting or managing my position here, and then I will be trying like bar by bar right here. So maybe I will close my position around here. But look at this. I mean, if you were saying like, okay, well, we are already here, let's just keep some runners. Look at this move here. And as you can see, the market structure here is intact. So if you were able to hold runners right here, look at this. This thing went all the way to 220. Oh my God. It's actually entering into this gap zone. That's very good news for Amazon. So let's see what happened on the next days. This is super good news. I mean, the reclaim and maybe the potential gap fill of this, that's very good. The daily 20 SMA, it's right here, 225. So I would expect at least on the next days a retest of this level, and I will wait for the reaction around this. If it reclaims, if after today it kind of reclaims this key level here and does this, we will have the gap fill like really soon. But we might reject this daily 20 SMA. Let's see what happens here. But this is very good signal. Amazon moving forward to the gap fill. Let's see what happens here. So I was telling you guys, so if you were just drawing your order blocks here on the down closing candles, you might see this new entry here. I will say like this was kind of overextended for the day, but we were actually going out of this white box zone. So that will be a very nice idea. And also it was early in the morning. It was 11 in the morning. Well, it was that early, but it was 11 in the morning. So, and the indices were pushing higher and higher and higher. So this will be a very nice entry here because we were making new high of the day on both indices. So this push higher was actually with a very good context on the indices. So, all right, guys. Anyone took Amazon today? Let me know in the chat. Anyone took Amazon today? Not a single Amazon trader today? Oh my gosh. All right. That's fine. Amazon was kind of slow. Yeah, I mean it took some time to actually reclaim and get momentum, right? Uh, but look at this. I mean, it was 10:05, super good time. Maybe this break uh, of the 5 minute opening range, it was 10:06. I mean, it was not too late. I don't know. Like, I mean, I like Amazon. It's just I was planning on shorting AMD, and also I got a very nice short on SPY today, so that's why I didn't take Amazon. But okay, well, let's go to the next one. The next one is Nvidia, and I want to show you a few things about Nvidia. Right? I want to show you a few things about Nvidia. Let me show you first the 1 hour chart on Nvidia here. Yes. All right. So there were a few key levels on Nvidia now, because we are very close to all-time highs. We have been trying to go like round number to round number, right? So 177 was a strong level for me, or side number, strike number. So 177 was a huge level for me, and we had this nice break and retest of this 177. Well, it was 177.06. I mean, for a few cents, but I really like this. I really like this reclaim and hold of this 177, and the indices were not doing too much, but that was a very good signal, right? Because indices were kind of consolidating, and look at the relative strength on Nvidia. So I was waiting for this dip to be bought, right? This dip to be bought, and this pullback to be bought, and that's actually what happened here. So above 177, 2 candles to the upside. So I will open my position maybe here or here. My stop loss will be the break of this 177, and I will have very clear targets here. So the first target will be this high of the day or previous day close. It was a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio trade, but look at this, no reaction on these levels, no reactions on this level. So we have a strong break of this. So I will say like, okay, well, if I didn't stop right here, what's my next level? So I will say like, okay, well, what about 178.50? So 178.50, actually we got some sort of reaction right here, but look at this, this is actually very soft reaction. So it actually just moved higher and higher and higher. So what I will recommend here, guys, is that you start taking profits on every push, and you wait for the round numbers or half numbers to wait for reaction. Like here, I mean, once we reclaim this pre-market high, so the next key level was 179, and look at this. I mean, no reaction here. It actually broke kind of easy, and my next key level is this 178.38, but I will say 179.50, right? Something like here. It didn't touch it, but almost. So the thing is, you should be looking for your key levels right here, and there's two ways. There are different ways to manage your position, right? I mean, the one that we recommend is that when you are being kind of aggressive, is you wait for the reaction on your key levels, right? Or you can, the other thing that you can do is that you sell into strength. I mean, with every push, if you already have your targets, you can, start selling into your levels, even if it goes beyond that level. I mean, you are making sure that you are selling into strength, right? Boyd, does order block retest make more sense than order block range or pre-market high or previous day high? Well, that's a very common question, Boyd. I mean, I can't say that you know what I mean, pre-market high it's more important than an order block, or the 5 minute opening range it's more important than the pre-market high. That I mean, the one thing that you need to do it's just be aware of all of your key levels and wait for the reactions there. Use them as a combo, yeah. Yeah, yeah, because I mean there's so I can't say I mean the setup that I like the most, the setup that I like the most is it's the break and retest of the previous day high and the previous day low. That's my favorite, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm missing the reaction on the pre-market levels, right? Or I'm missing the reaction on my 15-minute chart key levels. Just as this one right here, I was watching this 177, and this is, I mean, this is not a key level. This is, I mean, this is not a pre-market or previous day level. It's just a strong key level. It's a psych number. It's a strike number. So that's why I was watching this 177. So it's just you being aware of all the relevant key levels, right? Coach Obis, it's yeah, abscess. It's always be selling into strength, all right? Without the T. Always be selling into strength. All right. Like entry if it's close to, yeah. Yeah, and also something that someone said today earlier, and I like how they explained this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, here Declan said, relative strength make up for the lack of displacement. That's something that I like, right? I mean, and it also not only for the lack of displacement, but also like this, right? I mean, it doesn't come and touch the 177, but remember, guys, and this is something that I say very often, when I'm drawing levels, when I'm drawing lines here, I mean, forget about this being a line and start imagining that this is actually a box. This is an area. So an area around 177, it's relevant, right? It's relevant. But I mean, don't take this as okay, well, if it doesn't touch 177 after this strong open, I'm not interested. Dude, I mean, this might be not coming back to 177 just because all this strength, right? Just because all this strength. So you just need to be aware of that. I mean, all these levels should not be considered as, like a line, but as zones, all right? Okay. It's a dynamic decision. Yes, it is. Okay, so okay, well, and this was the Nvidia thing, right? But after, look at this, after the momentum is over and you actually have your change of character, there's something really nice that happened here. I mean, it came back, made this rejected this previous day close, and look at this. This is offering you a break and retest of a relevant key level. Can you see? And right now, what's going on with the indices? Well, the indices are going higher, and this is now showing relative weakness. All right. So we have, after this push, this was a strong and aggressive selling. It comes back, picks up all the liquidity here on the previous day close, and look at this rejection here. So if you were watching this, this might be a nice entry where to the next key level, right? Next key levels are 177 again, or this one, this was the 1 minute opening range. It was not relevant, but look at this. I mean, it's actually coming to here. And then look at this. Strong recovery, comes back, and here you have this pattern. This is an inverse head and shoulders, and I actually draw the neckline here. So once you reclaim this neckline here after this inverse head and shoulders, you have this break and retest of this neckline here, and it actually went way higher. I mean, I didn't want to draw this position here because it was late on the day, and I don't want to confuse you, but I want to show you how context is everything, how you can react to the same day or intraday price action, and you can have opportunities to the upside, to the downside, and again to the upside on the same day or the same session. And it's just watching reactions on the relevant key levels. Previous day high, 178, 5 minute opening range high, 177, 1 minute opening range high. So can you see this? I mean, you cannot make up all this, right? You cannot make up all this. This is just price going from level to level, right? Do you epic pen? What's that? I'm not sure what does that mean. Is it a tool for drawing? I do have this a Wacom tablet, but I still don't know how to use it. I mean, it's the marketing guy I used to have for one of my companies. He asked for a few Wacom tablets, and he uses he was using it for CorelDRAW and these AutoCAD things for drawing blueprints and everything. But now nobody was using it, and I just took it for me. But I can't use it very well. I probably I just need to practice. All right. So anyone took NVIDIA today? Anyone took NVIDIA today? Something? Peanut allergies? Anyone took NVIDIA today? I kind of remember someone saying that took NVIDIA this morning. Palantir, Tesla. Yeah, no NVIDIA traders today. All right. So, okay. So let's go to Tesla here. Look at this. This is again the same kind of example here. So because how strong it opened, look at this, how strong it opened, this makes up for, like for decent displacement, or even for the actual pullback, right? But right here, this 310.58, let me go to 310.58 here. Why it's not right here? 310.58. For some reason it's not here. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay. Can you see here 310.58? It has been the ceiling for the past days. So I was watching this key level here, 310.58, and after we broke this ceiling here, 310.58 right here, look at this. Rejection, 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 rejection. So this 310.50 has been a strong ceiling for a few days, right? So when we finally break and retest this key level, I actually like a lot Tesla, but it was super early in the morning. It was super early in the morning. And then it has this next push, and then this, well, I mean, I'm actually kind of using this same 310.58 as my level for this Tesla trade. And look at this, after this pullback, it went absolutely nuts, right? It went absolutely nuts from this 5-minute opening range to this was, yeah, this was looking for this 315, and this was a 1-to-4 risk reward ratio trade, and that was the first opportunity that I was watching here. All right, Sina, you took Tesla 1002. All right, the break and retest of this 314, right? Yeah. $10.02. 15-minute opening range high. Well, that's actually a very nice, that's actually a very nice key level. All right, so yeah, so we have this is 945 here. Yeah, if you were using this, yeah, that was a very nice catch right there. So this is the 15-minute opening range high. So this is the break and retest, and this entry 1002 was a very nice one. Let's try it here. All right, your risk was at the bottom of this candle and just to high of the day. It was a 1-to-3 reward rated trade. That was a very nice trade. That was a very nice trade, Sina. How can we deal with this kind of trade using scaling? Well, for example, here, when you buy here after this strong move, I'm kind of being more aggressive on the reactions. I'm not selling into strength. I'm more like selling into the reactions, because if you break this level here, it's actually, I mean, you have a lot of, like clear targets to the upside, 320, 321.37. So because you have very clear levels right here, I will be like waiting for the reactions on my key levels. But if you are only with a few contracts and you don't want to be like that aggressive, you can always be selling into strength, right? Like, I mean, if a candle is just hitting your targets, you just sell. I mean, remember, we rate our trades according to our performance. I mean, performance based. So it's way better that you actually follow your plan than the actual outcome. All right. So if your plan was taking profits on your key levels, well, stick to it. If you have enough gunpowder to hold your position, see, wait for the reaction and all that stuff, well, that's also well. The left one, the most left one here. I sold every like 4 hours. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. All right. And I draw this trade here because I want to show you something. This is a textbook bull flag, right? So this is the pole. This is the pole. This is a strong push to the upside. This is the consolidation after this push. And when you draw this flag, you actually have this break and retest of this level right here, right? This 315.50. But this is the break and retest of the break of the flag, right? Of the edge of the flag. So this could be a nice third chance to enter into this Tesla trade. And you should have a little bit more aggressive target. But look at this. I mean, even if you were watching this 317.50, that was a 1 to 3.7 risk reward ratio trade. But if you were aiming to this 318, it was a 1 to 4.7 risk reward ratio trade. So both of them were an amazing trades, and they were like 15-minute trades. Yeah, nothing too crazy, right? All right. Microsoft has been, since the earnings report, we had this huge candle after the earnings report, but it has been slowly coming back to retest this. This is free money, guys. If we can have a retest of this 518, 520 key level, this is free money. This is the retest. This is what we all wait every time when we see something like this. Oh, right here. This is the breakout and the retest of the previous all-time high. So let's see what happened here, 520 area. Let's see what happened here. But a retest of this area and reaction here, that's free money, guys. That's free money. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, all right? So because Microsoft has been slowly grinding down to this breakout area, look at this. So different to Apple, different to Nvidia, different to Tesla, Microsoft open to the downside, right? Open to the downside. So what's going on with the indices? The indices were just chilling, but slowly grinding up. So right here, this is just looking for the retest of your key levels, right? So for example, right here, we broke pre-market low. So this is a very good signal of weakness. We hit previous day low. We came back, retested this 528.31 key level, 538.31 key level. That's a key level on the 15-minute chart. This is a key level on the 15-minute chart. So we had this break and retest of this key level and this order block here, right? Order block here. So look at the rejection right here. Look at the rejections right here. So if you have your stop loss right at this 528.31 and you were aiming to round numbers 526, 525, where is it? Right here. Oh, something like that. So you have very nice trades to the downside, and actually it offered a second chance right here. Look, can you see this order block created at low of the day, break, retest, rejection of this order block? So you open your position again and you start aiming to round numbers 525. This was a 1 to 2.5 5 risk reward ratio trade. So yeah, Microsoft was kind of easy to the downside. And what was going on with Palantir? And this was something that I wanted to show you here. Let me go to the chat because I want to remember the question. It was something, yeah, it was something about the key levels, right? It was something about the key levels, but I want to show you this. Palantir right now, it's trading at all-time highs, right? Let's go to Palantir here. All right, Palantir right now, it's trading into all-time highs. Okay, this is the gap on the daily chart. Okay, so how can I start looking for key levels if this thing is going to the all-time highs? So there are a few different things you can do. So first, and this is the easiest way to do it. This is the way I do it because I don't know how to use the second method that I'm gonna mention in a few minutes. How you do it? Well, you just start drawing your lines or your key levels on the round numbers. So I had 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, right? I mean, no science behind this. It's just like trying to think as an investor, right? I mean, because the investors are not saying like, oh, what's going on the 1 minute chart? Let me see if I should be taking profits right now. I don't know. They think on round numbers, right? I mean, uh, when people start looking at this, it's like, oh well, if it comes back to 175, I'm in. And they are not looking for, oh well, is it this an order block on the 1 minute or the 5 minute? So it's going to 179, 175.39. No, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. So that's why the round numbers are very relevant, are very important, right? So you can see here, even without looking for candles, they, I mean, look how well these key levels work, right? Why? Because I mean that's psychology on the investor's mind, right? That's psychology on the investor's mind. So they are going on round numbers. So the first trade opportunity that I was watching here is this break, displacement and retest of pre-market high and the 5 minute opening range high. All right. So I really like this, and I know this is very close. This is very close to high of the day, but if you were aiming at least to previous day high, it was a 1 to 9, 1 to 1.9 reward rate to trade. So it was almost a 1 to 2, right? But I mean, this previous day high, if we reach this previous day high, the thing that we will be expecting is to actually go to the actual key levels, right? So it crossed this previous day high like a knife into butter, and it went to hit 177. So right here it was a 1 to 3 reward rate to trade. So what's the next level? Let's see. Wait for the reaction, wait for the market structure to be created here. We have a pullback. It was a soft pullback right to 177. It continues. So you had a few opportunities out of these key levels, round numbers, right? Palantir 953 pre-market high retest. This one here, no. This one here, no. 953. This one here. Okay. Jason, I don't think this is like the best entry. I don't think this is the best entry. I mean, yes, it's reclaiming the pre-market high, but look at this. I mean, this actually offered later in the day. I mean, if this candle will be going up just as it did, it will offer you an actual retest of this pre-market high or the actual retest of this high of the day. So I just think you were a bit impulsive or impatient, because if this worked, look at this. I mean, the market structure was there. The market structure was there. If this candle actually worked, what you were expecting to actually have a higher high as you did here. And I mean, if you can read the market structure here, it's gonna be way easier for you to avoid being this impatient. I think here you were trying to enter early on the move, and I mean, it's nice that it actually worked because it was showing a lot of momentum, uh, strong momentum on the at the opening. But I think this 953 candle, it's nothing. I mean, it's the reclaim of the pre-market high, but that's it. I mean, that's it. You should be waiting for the actual break and retest of this pre-market high, of this 5 minute opening range high, or this high of the day. All right. Yeah, bad displacement, exactly. Tocayo, you entered calls 10 a.m. Break and retest. 5 minute opening range high, pre-market high, targeting previous day high, stop loss pre-market. Very good. Look at this. This is the exact. This is this exact same trade, right? This is the exact same trade. Nice here. Nice here. All right, Evans. Hey Neto, this is my first time joining your live stream. So glad to be here. Hey Evans, welcome to this community. Welcome to this family. I hope that you find value here. What we do here, it's based on the break and retest strategy on the 1 minute chart. We go over most of the Max 7 names and a few more like AMD, Palantir. And if you have any other name that you would like to take a look, just send it before the session so I can draw some labels and take a look to the price action, and we can always review your trades. So just as we did here, I mean, if you actually did something on a name, it's very useful if you tell me like, hey, I entered on this candle, my stop loss was this level and my target was this other level, so we can actually give you feedback about it. So welcome, Evans, to the community. Jason, Palantir 1008 candle, 1008 candle, it was this one. Yeah, candle that time. I afraid QQQ just in top and drop, so I missed that entry. Yeah, but I mean, it was showing the same, like kind of the same direction on than the indices, and showing a lot of strong momentum by itself. So this was showing relative strength. So yeah, I like even this one, this 1008. I actually like it. I actually like it because right here, look, can you see here, right here? I mean, it was actually kind of retesting this 15-minute chart key level, 630.32. So I mean, you were not missing anything. That was a nice entry. That was a nice entry. Okay. All right, guys. So that's all for today. That was QQQ. Anyone want to see what we tried on QQQ? So that was all for today. Thank you very much for joining. Remember, Evans, we are here live Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if you don't want to forget, please like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications. And I will see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Bye.